Hello, I'm Cindy H, and today I'm going to give you my 5 to 10 minute quick and dirty warm-up routine. I recommend it for if you are running late for rehearsal or church and you don't have time for a full warm-up. This is just going to hit the highlights, and it's going to give you a nice baseline head mix that you can sing almost anything from. It's not designed for belting, so if you need to sing really high, loud chest voice, this is not for that. You would actually need to take more time to prepare for that. And this also assumes that you have a well-developed free head register and a well-developed free chest register. If you don't have those things, then this warm-up is probably not going to work for you. So I would suggest that you pause and find a private teacher, either me or someone else, that you can work with on developing those areas of your voice. I think that's it for the explanation. The video is going to go over 10 minutes because I'm going to take my time and I'm going to explain everything I'm doing and why I'm doing it. Because a lot of people feel like, if they do a certain set of exercises that it's going to fix all their problems. However, it's really important that you're doing the exercises properly, or else it's a waste of time. So I'm going to take my time and explain what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, how you should do it, how you shouldn't do it, so that you can get the maximum benefit. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we are going to do is we are going to warm up your body. And I'm actually going to remain seated for this because it's designed to be done on the go. So if you have to do this in your car, you should be able to do that with no problem. So we're doing some shoulder rolls forward and back, and then we're going to do some gentle neck stretches. And we're trying to relieve tension in your shoulder and neck area. Because any tension that's there will feed into your larynx and into your voice. And of course, the whole goal is to release tension. So let's take your shoulders up to your ears, squeeze them. You're going to create tension on purpose, and then you're going to release it. So you can feel the difference between what it's like to be tense and what it's like to be relaxed. From here, we're going to work on breathing. Although we're seated, you're going to make sure that your posture is good. So your chest is up, your shoulders are down and back, your chin is level, it's not up, it's not down, your chin isn't slightly forward, it's not slightly back, but everything is perfectly aligned. From here, you're going to inhale. When you inhale, your stomach is going to expand. You're going to exhale on a and you'll just do it until you run out of air. I would do that 2 or 3 times. After that, we're going to connect this breath in your body to tone. And we're going to do that with lip trills. So let's start here. In order to do that, your posture's got to be good. You've got to get a good breath in. Your lips need to be pretty loose. But if you find that you're not able to do it, I would recommend that you just stick 2 fingers up, put them in front of your lips, and blow. This is a quick warm-up, so we don't have to spend a whole lot of time trying to get lip trills to work if they're not working right now. We can address that later. Okay, so here we go. Heading down, keep that chest up. So from here, we're going to do some easy, gentle humming. And when you do this, you want to make sure that your teeth are slightly apart, and you want to make sure that this is really loose and easy. So we don't want because you can hear how that sounds kind of tight. So instead, you're going to take a deep breath and lightly, loosely. From here, we're going to continue to just loosen everything up. And we're going to do that by taking a deep breath and doing a few sighs with your tongue really relaxed. And let's do that again. So that should feel like nothing in your throat. From that place, we're going to do a little singing. Don't worry if you feel like you're running out of air. This exercise uses a lot of air, so that's normal. But of course, again, you want to make sure that your chest is up and you're taking deep breaths. So now that we've gotten most of the relaxation out of the way, we're going to go into the nuts and bolts of this whole process. So in order to create a really nice baseline mix, we're going to make sure we have a developed strong head register, and then we're going to make sure we have a developed strong free chest register. We're going to work them separately, and then from there we'll be able to find the mix in the middle. So for head register, to wake that up, we're going to do a couple of easy yawn sighs. Ah, woo! And you want to keep this as light as possible. You don't want it to get too heavy. So woo is not really what we're going for. We're just going for really light, easy, free woo! Because that is pure head register. That's going to get us what we want. And from here, we're going to do 2 note slides. It may be helpful to add an H. Deep breaths. So that's a good start. We're going to take another run at this. We're going to see if we can get it even higher. So this time, let's do a couple more yawn sighs. See if you can get them higher than before. Woo! Again, still really loose. And now we're going to do slides of a third. Think everything in your throat is loose and open. As we're starting to get higher, it will help if you take a breath, kind of like you're surprised. That's going to lift your soft palate, it's lifting the roof of your mouth, and it's going to make this easier to reach. Keep your chest lifted, make sure you're still taking big breaths. As we go down, you want to keep this in head register, even though it's low. So it's going to start to get soft. That's okay. It's actually good. Great. So now we're going to start working on that chest register. We're going to keep it on the low side because we just want to make sure that it's tension free, that it's loose and it's easy. We're going to do 2-note slides, and it's really important to make sure that both of these notes have the same volume. So I'll demonstrate. As opposed to when you're able to keep it at the same volume, it's showing control. If the second note gets louder, that means that there's a muscle jumping in to help. That shouldn't be doing that. And again, we want to just keep everything really loose and tension free. So you may have noticed my tongue is really relaxed. It's just laying flat in my mouth. And of course, you want to make sure you're supporting it with good posture and a good breath. So let's go on ahead with this. And as we're heading higher, you want to do the same thing that we did with the head register, with that surprise breath. It's going to make everything so much easier. From there, we'll do one more chest register exercise. We're going to do 3 notes. And you want to back away from the volume as you go up, just a little bit, not enough to take it to head voice. So we don't want because that's not really going to help us as far as getting a little chestier sound higher up. So again, really loose, relaxed tongue, really good posture, good breath. Surprise! You'll also notice that I did that with a bit of a smile. It makes the sound a little bit brighter, which is going to make that easier for your throat to handle. All right, so this is our last exercise. We've worked head voice, we've worked chest voice, and now we're going to put it all together in a nice baseline head mix. So we're gonna do E. We don't want it too heavy. E. That's a little too chesty for our purposes right now. It's gonna be kind of hard to take that up without it cracking or having a obvious break. We also don't want it in pure head voice. Because that's too soft to do us any good when we have to sing in front of an audience or a congregation. So we're going to be right in the middle. This should feel loose. It should feel easy. So that is my quick and dirty 5 to 10 minute warm up. You'll find that once you get used to doing the exercises properly, that you can do them without my prompts, and that will cut the time in half. I know this video is really like 20 minutes long, but the content itself, the warm up itself, is about half that time. So I hope it was helpful for you. If you have any questions about anything that I said, feel free to reach out and email me at cindysmusicschool@gmail.com. Or if you want to book a private session with me just to make sure that you're doing the exercises properly, you are more than welcome to do that. Again, you can reach me at that same email address. And I think that's about it. Happy singing, and I will see you next time. Bye.